I had always imagined Christmas as a fixed point on the map of the year, like a lighthouse. The storms could come, the tides could change, but no matter what else happened, there would be that steady beam of warmth in December. Family, food, music, and the smell of pine leaking through the walls. But last December, that light went out. It wasn't sudden. Things with my son, Daniel, hadn't been smooth for years. Fractures don't just appear overnight. They start as hairline cracks. You don't even notice them at first. Then one day, you're holding the pieces of something you thought would never break. The phone call was short. He didn't waste time dressing it up. "Dad," he said, voice flat, like he was reading from a script he'd rehearsed. "I don't think it's a good idea for you to come this year. For Christmas." There was no maybe in it, no softness, just the blunt edge of finality. I sat in my kitchen chair with the phone pressed to my ear, staring at the steam rising off the mug of coffee I'd forgotten to drink. The clock on the wall ticked too loudly. "Oh," I said finally. "All right." I don't know if he expected a fight. Maybe part of him had braced for me to beg or to rage, but I didn't give him either. I smiled, though no one could see it, and told him, "Thanks for letting me know." That was it. Conversation over. The line went dead. I sat there another 5 minutes before I stood, grabbed my coat and got in my car. I didn't know where I was going at first. Just away. Home, eventually, though I had no idea what home even meant without family inside it. The road stretched long and gray, 2 narrow lanes flanked by bare trees. December had stripped them down to skeletons. The sky sagged low and heavy, swollen with clouds that refused to break. The whole drive, I thought about how we'd gotten here, about all the little moments that stacked like bricks, building this wall between us. When Daniel was young, he used to wait for me by the window whenever I came home from work. He'd bounce on his toes, grinning so hard his cheeks looked like they'd split. I'd barely set my briefcase down before he launched himself at me. "Dad!" he'd yell, like I'd been gone for a century instead of 8 hours. That boy is gone now, replaced by a man who speaks to me like a stranger. And maybe that's my fault. No, not maybe, definitely. But which mistakes counted most? The big ones? The obvious scars? Or the thousands of small failures no one notices until they add up? The wipers squeaked across the windshield, clearing away a thin drizzle. My reflection wavered back at me in the glass. A man in his late 50s, gray threading through his hair, lines carved deep around his mouth from years of clenching it